Hi, and welcome to this quick tutorial on Google Docs. In this tutorial, I'm just going to show you some of the basic features of Google Docs and how to use it. It is good to compare Google Docs to Microsoft Office. The only difference being that now you can get to your documents on any computer that's got a web connection, an internet connection. Instead of launching a program like down here, Microsoft Word, Excel, or PowerPoint, I'm going to be launching the web browser. In this case, I'm using Chrome, which in my opinion works the best with all Google things. Within Chrome, I just go to docs.google.com like you see here, and I get into my account. This is great if your organization is switching over to Google Apps or Google Apps for Education. Okay, so if you think about this as a substitute for your My Documents on your computer, this is just showing you all of your documents. In the home screen, which is where I'm at right now, it shows me a list of all my documents, but the organization is much different. Currently, I have mine being sorted by what's been modified the most recently. You can change how it's organized by clicking over here, and you can have it show last opened by me, title, and all these other options that you see here. You can give it a list, or you can have show details. Other things you can do that you could not do traditionally with Microsoft products is you can have it show you just your text documents or spreadsheets, forms, presentations, drawings, or PDF files. Another feature that I really like is this here. You can have it show you all the documents that you own, or just the documents that have been shared with you, or just the documents that you've opened. If you've ever opened a Google document, Google remembers and you can go back and find it right here. Since this list can start to get quite long and it can be hard to find documents, I prefer using the search engine, and the great thing about Google Docs is you've got the Google search engine built in right to your docs. So I can start typing a couple letters right here and it automatically pulls open all of the documents that match that search query. The search bar here auto-populates just the titles. So if I search for just Hunt here, I can see just the titles. If I hit the search box, it searches the full documents and will populate all of the documents that match my query, both in the title and in the body of the document. Okay, to go back, I can just click on the Google Docs button there and I go back to my home screen. Another great way to organize your documents is through folders. However, in Google we use the name Collections, My Collections. And so you can see here a listing of all my folders, and just like I had in my computer using Microsoft products or whatever else I might use, I still have different layers of folders, and I can put a folder inside a folder inside a folder. However, with these collections, they're more like tags than folders. I have a document right here called Google Forms, and I can see what folders that document is inside of. So I've got Google Docs and Google Apps How-Tos. So if I go to my Google Docs folder, I can see that document right here, and if I was to go to the How-Tos folder, it would be there as well. So multiple ways to get to your documents and files. Okay, the next thing we can talk about is creating documents. We can create documents right here inside of Google Docs by going to the Create New button. Inside the Create New button, we've got documents, presentations, spreadsheets, forms, drawings, and collections. We just talked about collections a few moments ago. We just talked about collections a few moments ago, and this is where you would create them. Documents are just like Word files, presentations are just like PowerPoints, and spreadsheets are like Excel files. So if I open up a new document here, you can see that it'll look very similar to Microsoft Word. The only difference is I'm in the web browser, and it's more of a light version. You won't see all of the features that you'll see in Microsoft, but you'll see most of the ones that you use all the time. I can change the title of my document by clicking up here. I can edit my fonts, my text size, center, right, left, insert pictures, links, all the above. Presentations look just like PowerPoint files, where I can go up here and I can have multiple slides up and down the right and left. I can add all my text and my pictures and stuff in here. The one thing you won't see in presentations is you will not see transitions. You won't see animations, which is kind of nice. But since this is web-based, you can put this on any website or blog, which is also a great feature. Spreadsheets also look just like Excel files, like Excel documents. I can do just about everything that I could in Excel. I can still do formulas. I can move, copy and paste information around. It just works like Excel. The last one I'm going to talk about is forms. A Google form is very, very useful. You can use this to ask any audience any bit of information. You can ask them questions with text, paragraph text, multiple choice checkboxes, drop-down lists, scales, and grids. You can make questions required and hit done. You can reorganize questions later. You can add as many questions as you want. You can even add a nice theme. And there's some great looking themes in here, so I can make my form look nice and pretty like this. Apply it, and I'm pretty much done. The one thing you need to know is that Google Forms, every question creates a new column in a spreadsheet. So if I go back here, this is my actual spreadsheet, and here's where all of the information would come in. Time and date stamps come in on every entry, and I can organize the information just as I would with any other Excel spreadsheet. If I need to go back and edit my form, the form lives inside the spreadsheet. Here's the form menu. I can go back and edit the form, or I can see the live form. Now that's how we create documents right inside Google Docs, but what happens if you already have great looking Microsoft documents that you want to put into Google? Well, you can do that too with the upload button. The upload button allows us to upload files or folders. I can upload any kind of file that I want. I can go to my desktop and find Word, Excel, PowerPoint files that I want. When I click a document that I want to upload, Google will ask me right here, do I want to convert this to a Google Doc format? This is really, really important. If I do not convert, in other words, I uncheck this box, if I do not convert my document to Google Doc format, I'm basically using Google Docs as a cloud flash drive, where I'm just storing it as a Word document up in the internet that I can download anytime and edit anywhere else. But if I do that, Google limits my Google Docs capacity to 1 gigabyte. If I do convert it to a Google Doc format, I can have as big and as many documents as I want. Google Doc format is unlimited storage space. And I can edit this document from any browser anywhere in the world. So there's a lot of benefits to converting it to a Google Doc format. But I will say that sometimes conversion to a Google Doc format will give you some errors, especially if you're converting from a 2007 or 2010 Microsoft type document. I do have better luck converting documents to Google Doc format if they're in .doc or .ppt or .xls file format. In other words, anything older, 2003 or older as far as Microsoft products go. If I hit start upload, you can see that it takes just a few seconds, and now my document is done. It's converted. I close that down and I hit my document right here. And that's my document right from Microsoft into Google in a split second. One last feature I want to talk about while I'm here is the template gallery. The Google Docs template gallery contains a plethora of pre-made documents that you can go in anytime and browse for by file types, by categories. Let's just say you want a family budget planner. You can just hit use this template or preview it first. So I can preview this document, see what it's going to look like. I really like that one, so I hit use this template, and it's going to convert it, put it into my own documents, create a copy just for me, and now I'm editing my own family budget planner. Google Doc Template Gallery is a great place to grab information without having to recreate the wheel. Once again, you can store any kind of files that you want inside Google Docs. They do not have to be traditional document, word processing, PowerPoint files. I can store pictures in here, I can store videos, whatever I would like. Just remember that if you're not using Google Doc format, your storage capacity is limited to 1 GB. But that is the long and short of it. I love Google Docs. I think it can revolutionize the way we use documents with one another, the way we collaborate with one another. Stay tuned for more of my upcoming videos about collaboration with documents, spreadsheets, and presentations.